Yeah, y'all know who this is. I am James Wade, Third Set Entertainment. I'm on the map with MAPTv. Third Set, Broken Lifestyles. My man DJ Matty in the back of the seat, Dividend, and you know we out here with my man's Chords. And I am James Wade. Lights.
Another night and you'll be knocking at my window. I wouldn't answer if I took my own advice. You gave me something that I wanted to believe in. I give up hope when every morning comes, but much too much. Another night and you'll be knocking at my window. I wouldn't answer if I took my own advice. You gave me something that I wanted to believe in. I give up hope when every morning comes, but much
Yo, you already know who it is. It's your boy, Cash Dividend with Virtual Productions. We are on the map finally with James Wade. What's up, my guy?
Man, my
What's
guy,
up,
it's good
man?
to see you.
Good. We
Man,
got
I'm
Light
blessed out
Song
this
in the building.
lights on.
What's
Y'all already
up,
know.
man?
Third set in the building, man. Y'all know how we do.
Shit, we'll
Y'all know
take
how we
these
do,
off,
man.
Because we get comfortable, man.
Yeah, man, I appreciate being here, man. Definitely a fan. Definitely a fan. So,
Thank you. Same. Likewise, I'm a fan of your music. I'm a fan of everything that you do, man. So,
appreciate that.
rather me give you an introduction, I want you to introduce yourself as who you are as James Wade.
Yeah, man. So, it's James Wade, Third Set. I am the owner of Third Set. I do digital branding and marketing. I'm from Stone Mountain, Georgia. Man, been in the game, honestly, from like an entertainment aspect for about since 2009 officially. So 11 years strong in the game, man, and been doing a lot of things as far as building my brand. When it comes to music, when it comes to just social activism, when it comes to just whatever I can possibly put out there in the world as an art form and that's creative to really just that's what Lights On is about. It's like what keeps us moving, what keeps when you come into a house and you think about keeping the lights on, it's what's sustaining it, right? So it's like who's gonna put good music out there, who's gonna give good vibes out there, who's gonna, when everybody's trying to go left, when is somebody gonna go and say this is the way we need to go, and who's gonna put that content out there. So I focus on that. So that's been my biggest thing as an artist, motivational speaker, just a leader in general. So
There's always a form of strength in your music
yes, sir.
that is actually portrayed, and that's why I think recently your music has been picked up in a movie, right?
Yes,
and
sir.
They actually are using your music towards their soundtrack. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, sir. So it's a movie called Blind Fire, and it was released on December 13th.
Okay.
I'm sorry, it's November 13th. I apologize. And great film. It's about a white cop who actually shoots an unarmed black man. And the one thing that's beautiful about it is, you know, I always speak about social issues, especially when it comes to the black experience, when it comes to police brutality, the things that go on in our community, oppression. And that's always been the elements that have been in my music. And a lot of insiders, record labels, when they were trying to sign me, would always try to steer me away from doing that type of music. But here it is. I released a song called Oscar Grant back in 2011. And it was about a gentleman named Oscar Grant from Oakland, California. He got killed execution style while he was handcuffed by a cop. The cop got off. So even though it was videotaped and everything. So I remember seeing that and being like how it made me feel. And so it was just easy for me to pen. Fast forward 9 years, I get a call like, yo, I've always loved this song and been a fan of this song. I want to put this in my movie. Like a director reached out to me. And we, of course we did the business end, had to make sure the paper was straight. But then he came back and he's like, actually, bro, that wavy, that's my joint too. Can I get that in the movie? And I'm like, look, it's right. So let's do this. So that occurred, man. So I got 2 songs that are in the movie. It's dope because one of them is like 10 minutes into the movie, and when it's like a big scene with like Wayne Brady, so it's like a real impactful scene. And then the Oscar Grant actually comes at the end, like as soon as the movie ends and you start to roll the credits, my song comes on. So, and then my song runs the entirety of the credits. So it's perfect placement, and it's just a big win, man. And on top of that, I had the feature with Futuristic, of course, and Trey Blaze. Shout out to them. And having those tracks back to back, man, was just such a good look, especially like heading out of this year.
So you've been coming really strong out of 2020. I mean, it hasn't
Hell
been
yeah.
a setback for you at all.
Nah, man.
Utilizing the position that you have and going forward strong with the music, with the artistry, with the activism. I mean, I hate to say, there's a lot of people out there who try to make what's going on nowadays a cliche, or they try to make it a business.
Yes, sir.
But actually, talking to you personally on a personal level, we've always been, you know, on an understanding where there's also a need for social justice, and there's also a need to be beyond oneself and
Yes,
be
sir.
more towards the community.
Yes, sir.
What other avenues or what else do you have? Because I know some of the things that you have that's going on, the Ugly Show podcast.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So tell us a little bit about that.
So that actually kind of came. It was really kind of a idea that just came. I wanted to have a panel discuss do black men protect black women, because I knew that was a topic that had been out there. And of course, you know, me and my friends and the people that I kind of rock with, we talk about these issues, and these are issues that I'm openly open to engage in the community. And I actually reached out to my man Cord, and I was like, bro, I got this idea to do this panel. I want you to rock with me. And he was like, yo, that's a good idea. Like, yeah, let's do it. So I wanted it even. I got, you know, like 4 women, then I got 3 guys plus myself. And I set agenda and I ran it, and bro, the energy in the room and the vibe, like when we got off of the line, we were like, yo, not only is people gonna love this and it's gonna be something that people can relate to, but we gotta do another one. So it actually just turned into something where I was like, yo, I'm gonna keep doing this. So I'm blessed, man. I got about, right now we're at like 6 episodes, but I only drop them in smaller segments because the episodes are usually about like 2 hours long.
Right.
So I drop them in more like digestible forms. And some of the things we talk about are, you know, black love, understanding yourself, how society treats you, and how those ideas make you look at each other, like how we devalue each other, and then it affects how we deal with ourselves, and it affects how we communicate with each other. And so we're just all passing around pain and trauma. So I got a episode about, it's called Marriage and Mirages. So it's like the pitfalls and the misconception of what marriage, what it takes to actually be married, especially in the black community. And I've got people on there that have been married 20 years, 10 years, 5 years, somebody who just got married. And so they talk about what that process was like. And I just try to throw content out there that really challenges our thought process and really just gives good information about, you know, how we can move in a more effective manner so that we all can win.
And that's pretty dope because it's trying to attack a real critical situation with the dynamic of the black community of family.
Yes, yes.
We kind of lost that family dynamic, that family intent, that family cohesiveness.
Yeah, facts.
Not just family within our immediate family members, but also family as the whole community as a general. How we move.
Agree.
We're not connected. So you try to break down different perspectives of where we're coming from and how we're going to actually come together. That's why I like the show. I like watching the show.
I appreciate that.
Because it's trying to attack something it's almost like trying to attack a psychological problem.
Yes.
It's something that is very hard to do, but it has to be done.
Yeah.
So I commend you for that. Now,
Appreciate
I commend
that,
you on what you're doing on the Ugly Show podcast, man. I like it, man. I appreciate that.
No, thank you very much, man.
So let's talk about some of the music that's coming. You got some really great music that's already out, but let's talk about what you have coming up.
So, man, I'm really, really excited about my sophomore album. It's called You Are More Beautiful Than You Think. Yeah, man, self-love, self-celebration, just relational love, and highlighting that in a positive way with some edge and entertainment, of course. Beautiful tracks, man. I honestly feel like this is my best work. So again, there's 9 tracks on the album. I got 2 extremely beautiful tracks last minute, courtesy of the squad. You feel me? You blessed me. We were sitting here doing like a little creative cook session, and and I was like, I'm like, man, I don't like the vocals on there, but I'm like, I love the beat. And you like, yeah, this is just industry vocals. Like the beat's actually original. I'm like, take the vocals off. I need to hear that immediately. So yeah, you know what I mean? So, to be blessed to, it was a project I worked on all this year, and I was still in a position like when COVID hit. I'd actually finished the album before COVID hit. And I think that COVID really put everyone in a different frame of mind. And when I listened to the album, I thought to myself, this doesn't reflect what's going on right now. Like, this doesn't even reflect how I feel. So I had to go back to the drawing board and like create new tracks. And so I took the time to do that, and I got some beautiful tracks. The first singles to be on the album will be Goat Talk, Lit Forever, and You're More Beautiful Than You Think, the title track. But I'm going to drop videos for all them things.
I know the first reminiscence of you actually mentioning, I remember catching you at a show, and you kept on saying, you're more beautiful than you are. Like, you were like pointing at the crowd and pointing at the women, like trying to tell them something. I remember sitting there like, man, this man is on to something. Like, and actually now, fast forward to be a part of that now is just kind of crazy, but I appreciate the opportunity. But I see what you're doing. It's the intent of your music is not just meant to just make a song.
Yeah.
It's really and it's not really just meant to make a message neither. It's really to make really sound quality music that's gonna hit you and make you think.
I want to give you an experience, man. Yeah. I wanted to really sit in your soul. And again, I've been blessed to be in the game so that I have a perspective of what that type of music has done for people, because I do have fans that reach out to me and go, yo, that song meant everything to me. Like, I listened to that song to get through school. I listened to that song to get through my relationship issue. And so for me, it's like I would rather hear that compliment than I would somebody being like, oh yeah, that's fine, they play that in the club. Like, this ain't for the club. It ain't. I'd like, this is for the soul. You feel me? And you rock with that, you don't. But everybody finds their tribe, and they find the people that rock with what they do. And so I know that just like in my personal life, like, because I try to be a light, I naturally attract people who are positive and give off good energy. So I just expect the same things to go into music. You feel me?
I mean, besides James Brown, to me, you like one of the hardest working men in show. You know what I'm saying? But like, yes, I know you personally, and I know like you work from like 4:30 in the morning till like, wee hours in the morning. I don't know how you do it. So what else do you have going? You actually have a lot of organizations that you started.
Yeah, man. So
actually, not only do you have messages in your songs, but you actually live what you actually speak.
Oh man, all day. That's why it's real game. It's real name, no gimmicks. You feel me? Right. It's a reason why I go by my real name. I'm gonna give you me. Like, you know what I mean? The good, the bad, the ugly. Like, I'm okay with just laying it on the table. So, aside from the project, the album coming out in January, it'll come out in the top of January. I'm with a nonprofit. I started a nonprofit with some educators and entertainers that are we're from a central area. We kind of all, at some point in time, were in the Illinois area. And so we actually got on a conference call one time just to discuss where things were socially. And on that call, I did a call to action, and I said, okay, we've had this meeting and we've talked and everybody discussed their feelings, but what are you going to do in your personal life to put things into action? And then automatically Dave was like, yo, let's just form a pact and let's do work in the community together. And so from there, we actually established the Equality Pact, and we are listed as a nonprofit organization. I'm the president of the organization. We have like 3 pillars. So one is education and mentoring. Community engagement is the second one. And then the third one is police and local official accountability. So we meet with local officials, we meet with the school board, we meet with the superintendents, we meet with the police departments.
All levels.
Yeah, and we engage and we work in the community, always doing. We have a Black book club that's like how we highlight Black authors selections. And we have people that are like just engaged in the community. They come on and they read those books. They engage the community. We have programs, give back programs. We give out resources to the students in school. We've established a mentorship program through the school for the alumni to reach back out so that they can be a pillar in the community. We're actively meeting with the police and really engaging them in changing and reforming policy and training. So we're on it, man, and it's something that I'm really passionate about, and I'm really I feel blessed to have had the opportunity to kind of everything kind of aligned this year. The nonprofit came first, then the podcast, then the change in direction of the album. Like everything was kind of flowing. And the movie I actually knew about for about 7, 8, 9 months. And then they shut it down because of COVID. And then they were like, okay, this is the perfect time to release it. And so all these things are aligning and just revving up. And so even with the absence of touring, because I was actually signed up for like a lot of stuff. I had like shows in like when I looked at it, bro, I was already up to 23 shows.
Right.
Like literally talks, engagements, we got locked in, and then COVID happened. So these are things that I'm going to continue to engage in, turn 2020, keep it going in 2021, and move on.
Lights on.
Lights on, always.
Yo, how can everybody find you?
Look, I keep mine consistent out here, right? So I am James Wade on everything. I am James Wade, Spotify, Apple Music, Twitter, Facebook, IG, Snapchat. If you want to find me, I'm at I am James Wade. I'm just at I am James Wade, and then IamJamesWade.com. When you are anything like you want to send me an email, I am JamesWade@gmail. So I'm big about branding, so I keep it consistent across the board. So definitely check for that. Again, You Are More Beautiful Than You Think coming in January. We have more initiatives with the nonprofit dropping in January as well. We got one called Soulful Sit Downs, which is we engage with community organizers and Black businesses, and we talk about their struggle and what they're doing, and then we support them with like marketing and promotional packages. So we got some beautiful things coming to end out 2020, to jump into 2021. And like I said, we just keep the lights on out here. I am James Wade. Y'all know, third set, we here. I got you, bro. I got you. You won't see me again without the face mask, my G, on everything.
My lights on face mask, so I can rep.
Oh, yeah.
All black.
Yo, the lights on merch. We in the building, bro. Get with your boy.
Yo, check out IamJamesWade.com. Check out his music. You know where to find it. Check out On The Map. Check us out on MAPTv. You can find us on YouTube, and thank you for actually doing this today, man.
Hey, man, I appreciate you having me, MAPTv, man. I appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah.
Lights.
It's what it took to be the gold. So fuck 'em, I be with the smoke. It's what it took to be the gold. It's what it took to be the gold. It's what it took to be